congratulations, motherfuck my peers, I'm the man of the year.
What a great way to start off the episode today. A Pernix Cowl drop, and that is 7 mil. So I'm about almost an hour into this trip so far, and I have another hour left. So let's hope I can get at least another drop and make a good amount of money for this trip today. The final kill of the trip, we get another Pernix chaps. I think that's actually the third time I've gotten chaps, which is pretty crazy. And luckily it is a pretty expensive item, so right now it's 23.8 mil. And the 2-hour trip has been very successful, so with the cowl and the chaps, that equals out to be almost 31 mil. So I'm going to get out the items that I got from those 2 hours and do a quick price check. And the price check from 2 hours of next is 35.1 mil, which is absolutely amazing. Super happy I at least got a drop, and better yet, I did get 2 of them. So I'm going to sell the Pernix chaps and the cowl because I don't really like keeping items that are fairly expensive. So I'm going to sell those. I'm going to record it as well just to show you guys how much they do sell for. The chaps sold for 22.4 mil, and then it took me a few attempts for the cowl, but it sold as 6.2 mil. And with those being sold, I am up to 209 mil. And then now I'm about 50 mil until I can get the noxious Scythe, which I am very happy about. Hopefully I can get it in this episode. It's about time that I finally get the Tuska's Wrath ability. I don't know how long this has been out for, maybe a year or a year and a half or something. So I guess it's going to be pretty helpful for Slayer, but I think I'm going to still use it as like a basic ability for like next and stuff like that. So it's nice to have another ability, yet another Pernix chap drop. That is insane. I really don't know if it's either 3 or 4 Pernix chaps I got so far. Selling the second set of chaps that I got in this episode right now, and I got 22.1 mil from those, and I think the first set was 22.4 mil if I'm not mistaken. But I'm going to also sell the Steadfast boots that I have in my bank. I think they might be 11 mil, but I'm going to be selling those and getting Bandos boots because you don't really need Steadfast boots at next. Bandos just works just fine, so I'm just going to sell these, get some money back, and they sold for 10.6 mil. So we're up to 239 mil. Gonna buy the Bandos boots now. I think those are like 500 or 700k or something like that, so it's pretty cheap. And I'm like 15 or 16 mil until the Scythe, which is awesome. Can't wait to finally get it. It's gonna be pretty awesome for me to have that. And then also once I do get it, I'm gonna be selling my Drygores since I don't really have like a purpose to have those if I get the Scythe. I'm selling my loot tab right now because I think I can almost buy the Scythe. I'm going to show you guys a graph real quick. So from 3 months ago it was 291 mil, and now today it's 250 mil. So it dropped a crap ton in 3 months. Obviously I really don't know why it did, but it's the lowest it's been for about 3 months. And I'm going to be trying to buy it, so that's why I'm selling the loot tab. Right now in my coin pouch I have 244 mil, and hopefully I'll be able to get that money from this loot that I'm selling right now. And if I can't, I'm going to try and see if someone can lend me like 3 or 4 mil if possible, and see if I can actually buy the Scythe. A friend is giving me 4 mil so I can see if I can buy the Scythe. So thank you very much for lending me the 4 mil. I will obviously give him the 4 mil back once I get the money. So let's get the Scythe, and I'm going to put it up to, I guess, 251 mil, I suppose, because that's how much I have. And let's see if it buys. And it does. First time ever having a Scythe on my account. That is freaking awesome. Very happy with that. And thankfully, it was at a pretty cheap price. I'm not really sure if it's going to go below 250 mil, but I'm going to make that as my thumbnail for sure. But that's awesome. I'm going to make that money back real quick so I can give my friend the 4 mil back, and I'm going to also sell my Drygores because I don't really need them anymore. Killed number 5 at raids and 1.5 mil from this kill. Thank God it wasn't 900k like I got last time. That was really bad, but that's a I guess average drop at Beastmaster, so I'm pretty happy with that. I think I got a good drop at Twin Furies. I'm not really sure how much it is. Oh, it's 923k. I mean, I guess it's not shitty, but nah, it's whatever, I guess. I didn't do a live commentary over this, but I honestly did not know what this drop was at first until I right-clicked it and it said inspect. And my friend didn't know either, so you'll see in a second what he says after I said pet. I think he got a little bit upset. And I got it on kill count 87, which is very fucking lucky, honestly. And I probably won't use it as a override for my pack yak and stuff. I like my Scythe one over the Vindicta one actually, and I feel like God Wars 2 pets are so common. I see so many people with really low kill counts for their God Wars 2 pets, but my friend is pretty upset because he told me after the trip that he was actually going for the Vindicta pet and I got it instead, which I guess kind of sucks. I really don't care for the pet, but at least I guess I got a second one. Gonna do a price check and finish off the episode today, and the first one is 20.1 mil. Onyx Bolts E being the most, obviously. Coal is actually pretty close, got a lot of that. And Magic Logs, surprisingly I finally got a Abyssal Whip. I haven't gotten one in such a long time. And then also, I want to say this is actually the first time I've gotten a Abyssal Wand drop as well. I believe I got an order drop when they were kind of like actually like expensive-ish, like I don't know, 500k or something like that. So obviously they're not, you know, expensive anymore, but I kind of like do getting these drops since they are pretty rare. And some other stuff from God Wars 2. And let's do a second price check real quick. Second one obviously is going to be very cheap, and it is 1.8 mil. So we're going to sell it all, obviously, put the coins in the bank, and I'll be back and see how much money I get from it. I sold everything for 21.8 mil, and I accidentally put my money in my coin pouch in the bank. So I currently have 41.5 mil. And that is going to be the end of this episode. It's a little bit shorter like the other ones where they were like 14 minutes long, but I think it's a good thing to sometimes keep them a little bit short. But in this episode, I obviously got the Scythe, which I am very happy about, and also the Vindicta pet, which I am still kind of surprised that I got. I can't believe I didn't know I got the pet drop when I got it. I really didn't know what it was at first. But I got it at like 87 or 88 kill count, which is pretty crazy. I probably won't use this as like a pack yak override or whatever. I'll probably keep my Scythe pet. But I want to check how much the Scythe is currently. I bought it at like almost 251 mil. I want to see if it kept on going down or kept on going up. And it's, holy shit, 259 mil. That's pretty good on my part that I bought it at like the lowest part. So for me at least, I'm more than likely not going to sell it back if it goes up a little bit more. The only time if I do, if it goes back up to like 290 mil, that'd be pretty good profit on my part, and then I'll just buy it back later on at maybe like 270 mil or something like that, or whenever it goes down a little bit. So that's going to be it for this episode. If you guys did enjoy it, make sure to drop a like on the video. The goal for this episode is 50 likes. I think we can reach it because this was a very good episode, if I do say so. And you can follow my Twitter. The link is always down below. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Peace.